Welcome. My name is Monica Super Duffy, everyone. And today we have a 1 hour Yin Yoga class. So this Yin Yoga practice is a slow and meditative one. It is targeting the body's deep connective tissue. So your fascia certainly do get impacted, but it really works on those tendons, those ligaments, and not your muscles like a normal Yang Vinyasa flow class. So it's not about the effort or sthira, which is usually translated as steadiness. It's about ease or sukha, allowing gravity to take hold and work for you. So the theme of today's practice is going to be focusing on nourishing the kidney and urinary bladder meridians. So in traditional Chinese medicine, the kidneys are the root of our energy, connected to our ability to hear or listen, better yet, deeply. Not just hearing the sounds, but hearing the truth, your intuition, and your inner wisdom, as I'm pointing to that place of intuition at your third eye. Their yang pair, the urinary bladder, helps to release what you no longer need. So today we're going to nourish these meridians through grounding and releasing types of shapes through our poses and cultivating that deep listening that we so need. So for today, you'll want to grab a bolster and a blanket, a block or two. I always say grab as many as you can, and a strap. But these are always just a recommendation. But we will be holding those each pose for 5 minutes. All right. So during each pose, I want you to just invite your breath in to really get into your body more deeply and return again and again to this sense of the art of listening. Noticing without judgment, as we do in our meditative practice, as your greatest teacher for today. So with that, I'll just ask that if you've been in your seated, easy pose, meditation pose, you go ahead and cross your legs to the opposite side, just to give love to each side. And then if it feels comfortable for you, please go ahead and close your eyes. If it does not feel comfortable for you, then you can just bring your gaze somewhere a few inches in front of you where you won't find a distraction. Just ground into stillness now. Allowing what will be to be, what will come up to come up without judgment. So noticing whatever sounds might be around, the ticking of a clock, the sound of birds, the air conditioning, whatever it might be, just notice what might be happening for you right here, right now, where you sit, where you breathe. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out of the mouth. Noticing now what's going on for you within your body. As you sit here, what sensations might you be feeling? Discomfort or comfort? Whatever the sensations might be, just notice and let them be. Breathing in all that serves you and breathing out all that does not. Noticing your breath. Whatever might be happening for you in your breath right now, just noticing with your mind's eye the sensation of the breath moving up from your core all the way up to your chest, through your throat, and out of the mouth. Breathing in and breathing out. Not trying to change anything, just letting it be as it will be. Inhaling and exhaling. This breath and another. Now, noticing your thoughts, your feelings, whatever is happening for you as you sit in stillness. That chitta vritti, that endless chatter of the mind, likes to go into overdrive when we are still. So just start to breathe a little more deeply. Inhaling and exhaling. This will allow your body to slowly start to calm the nervous system and bring yourself back into balance. And then on your next inhale, an invitation to bring your hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra, bowing your head to your heart, so prayer-like pose, and setting an intention for your practice today, a word or a phrase that will get you through this practice. An invitation here for I listen deeply, or I release what no longer serves. Whatever that intention or sankalpa might be, just go ahead and say it 3 times in your mind's eye as you breathe in and as you breathe out. One more time here. Good. And to seal that intention, just place one hand over your core, your navel, and the other hand over your heart to seal this intention. Taking a deep inhale through the nose and an open mouth, sigh it out. Beautiful. And allowing the eyes to now flutter open. And then just bringing yourself to a transition here. And we're coming into butterfly pose. So your feet are going to touch, just like our butterfly. And you can bring those feet in as close as you want. You can also bring your blanket and your bolster here. You might want to bring the bolster first because you may need to double up on your blanket or grab a block. But where we're going here is a 5-minute butterfly pose, bringing our hands to touch and then slowly just making our way down to relax onto our props. So just going ahead and adjusting as you need to here. And just breathing, inhaling and exhaling in this pose. Just really settling into it. You'll feel the sensation around the inner thigh. You'll also feel some sensation in the hip, outer hip area where your gluteus medius is. So just breathe ever more deeply here to relax into this pose. Coming back to your intention whenever you need it. And repeating it as though it's your mantra to keep you grounded in the right here, right now. Listening to your body and what you need. And at any point in time during this practice, if sensation becomes pain, get out of it and do what you need to do for yourself. The same for listening to your mind and your emotions. If at any point during this practice you feel unsafe, please do what you need to do to step away and recollect, to rejoin when you're ready. And if not, we honor and respect whatever you need. You're doing great. This is not an easy practice for those who might be new to it. Maybe you're feeling some sensation in your back. Try to breathe into the spaces where you feel that sensation to give it your loving prana. Great job. Starting to make your way out of your butterfly pose. We're going to go next into Sphinx pose. So just place your props wherever you need to so that you can grab them shortly. By going now into our Sphinx pose, we're just going to look like the Sphinx. So we'll come onto our belly, our navel. And we'll just bring our hands out like the Sphinx in Egypt and relax our tops of our feet gently onto the mat. Now you're going to feel some sensation here in your lower back. So you can remain like this. And if you prefer to bring your hands just as we did earlier, making sure that your shoulders are stacked over your elbows, and then just bring your hands in Anjali Mudra. That is certainly an option as well. So whatever you do, just find that comfortable position and just breathe here. And we'll be here for a little over 4 minutes more. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out of the mouth. Finding what position works well for you in your cervical spine, your neck. Typically, we just have a neutral looking forward. And just remember to breathe and listen deeply. I don't know about you, but I've been waiting for this class all day long. Something to nourish the body, mind, and spirit. So this pose is going to open our kidney region, and it activates the spine's gentle compression. We're nearly done here. We just got about another minute or so. Just keep breathing and being. All right, and then making your way out of your Sphinx pose. We're going to come onto our backs now, and we're going to come into Happy Baby. So always an option to use your strap or not. So just choose whatever works best for you in your body. I have a new strap here that I'm going to try out. and see how it goes, since we're going to be here for 5 minutes. All right, so just go ahead and set up your space now. And go ahead and bring those legs up for your happy baby, getting into a comfortable position here. And just breathe. If this is too much for you, you can also bring yourself to the wall and create the same sensation. So just choose which works best for you. It would just look like this against the wall. It is Friday. Give yourselves a little bit of grace here. And breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. You're certainly going to feel some sensation here as we do have our legs up for 5 minutes. So just notice that. Recognize that your feet don't have to be perfectly reaching towards the ceiling. That would be working the muscles and more of a yang practice. This is trying to work those connective tissues, not your muscles. So just relax into this and breathe. Releasing what is not serving us with every exhale. So this pose is going to gently stimulate the urinary bladder meridian. So as we work each meridian, or in each class that we work on meridians, we're going to have a yang pose, which is a yang meridian, which is the urinary bladder, and then we'll have a yin meridian pose like we had just before this, so that there's a balance in the yin class. But again, every pose is working those connective tissues. Just have another minute or so here. Just keep breathing. Keep listening. And then we will start to release the strap if you have one. And then again, just place that onto the side here. We're going to go into lying spinal twist on the right side. So what we'll do here is, this is supine twist. So we're just going to bring our knees into our chest here. And then we're going to bring our right hand out to a half T. And we're slowly and gently going to allow the knees to just rest onto the right side. And then we'll bring our left arm out to a T as well. Make it a full T. And we'll bring our gaze to the left side. And we'll just remain here for 5 minutes. So the spinal twist here is going to detoxify our organs, especially that liver. And just aid in carrying that energy throughout our body without getting stuck. Just breathing and being. Noticing what might be coming up for us as we sit here, just as we did in our meditation. A gentle offering to either come back to that intention or come back to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's take in about another minute or so in this side lying position. Breathing into any of those spaces that may feel some discomfort. Then on your next inhale, you're just going to bring your knees into your chest for a fetal position, just bringing your arms just below your knees, hugging them in, giving yourself a nice embrace here and smiling. And then on your next inhale, We're just going to gently bring ourselves onto our left side. So just bringing our knees to knock gently onto the mat on the left side, bringing our arms out to a T, and really trying to get the both of your shoulders down to the earth. And in this case, of course, you're going to rotate your head to your right side. And in that rotation, it should help to gently bring that shoulder down. Just notice as you breathe and be here. Noticing the difference between the first side, the right side, versus how this might feel on your left side. Honoring the differences. And just relaxing into any discomfort. And again, if there's any pain, come out of it. And offering again to just remember here to listen deeply to your body. Listen deeply to your inner voice, that connection of you to greater consciousness or God or the universe. Just breathe. We're about halfway through this side. So you should be relaxing into it now. And if you're not, find, identify the spaces where you might be feeling any tension and work to release that tension with your breath. Watching any of the toxins flow out of your body with each breath in this gentle twist. And then starting to make your way out of this pose, just bringing your knees up and your feet gently planted onto the ground. And this time, just windshield wipering your legs, bringing those knees side to side. And now we are going to go into seal. So seal is pretty deep pose for your lower back especially. So take whatever variation you need in this pose. But again, we're going to go onto our back or our navel here, our core. Like our Sphinx pose. But this time, we're going to bring our hands out just like this. So for an more intense stretch, you can bring your hands onto the mat. For a less intense stretch, you can bring your hands further out to the mat. So take the version that you need. I'm actually going to go for something a little in between, where half my hands are on the mat and the other half are off the mat. So this is a really deep stretch, impacting the front of your body and your kidney area. But it also, of course, impacts your lower back. So again, just trying to find that release, that ease or sukha, allowing gravity to do the work. Let the breath guide your body into deeper sensation. Listening to whatever might be happening right here, right now. Within your body, within your breath, and in your inner knowing. Resisting the urge to make a judgment on yourself or on me or something else. Just let be whatever will be and breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. You're almost there with this pose. All right. Let's transition now. We're going into child's pose. So with child's pose, let's bring our knees together. And then an offering here to grab your bolster and your blanket. And again, modify it as you need to. But you're just going to gently bring your head down and relax into this pose for 5 minutes. And just allowing this pose to reset your lower back. After that back bend. So your core should be gently pressed into your quadricep muscles, those big muscles as a part of your leg above the knee. If it starts to feel as though you can go a little bit deeper in this, you can remove the blanket or the bolster and just have one. So just notice whatever sensations coming up for you and adjust as you need to. Just resist the urge to make any changes that are dramatic or too many changes. This is similar to meditation, or if you've practiced yoga nidra. You want to just try to remain still and breathe and listen. By now, you're probably feeling the sensation in the inner thighs, perhaps some around the hips, the outer hip region. The lower back. That means it's working for you. You're doing awesome. We're going to slowly make our way out of this pose, keeping our props close by. Because now we are going into our dragonfly or dragonfly pose is where we outstretch our legs as far as we can. And then same thing with our bolster and our blanket here. We're just going to slowly walk ourselves down the prop and rest in that pose for 5 minutes. For me, I might need this because I'm tighter in my hips. So I'm even going to adjust the block a bit more. So just do what you need to do to bring the earth to you and just rest in this pose, which is really going to target the kidney meridian. And just breathe and notice. Allowing whatever will arise to arise within. Being the objective observer, watching whatever is going on for you as you sit and breathe.
Got about another minute or so left here. And slowly arise. Place your props back to wherever you need them to go. But we are going into Shavasana now. So I'm just going to let go of the bolster, although some of you may want to bring the bolster underneath your knees for Shavasana. Just find what works best for you and your body. I'm going to use my blanket because it's a little chilly. And I think I will use the bolster too. So just do what you need to do to prepare, put any extra layers on, and then make your way into your final resting pose, Shavasana. And allowing the toes to splay out to the outer edges of the mat so that you release the area around your hips. And your lower back certainly will feel a bit more supported with the bolster behind the knees. And offering to just bring your palms to splay up towards the sky. Release whatever you might be holding in your shoulders. And then closing your eyes once more if that feels comfortable for you. And if it doesn't, you can keep the eyes open. Whatever works for you and your body. And just breathe and be. Listening to what you need right here, right now. If your lower back is still feeling a little discomfort, you can gently bring some movement to your lower back on the left and right sides. As long as you do that just for a few moments and then release back into the mat. Releasing any tension in your jaw. Releasing any tension in your third eye. Got about another minute here. And of course, there's always an invitation that if you don't have anything else to do after this, you can just remain however long you want in Shavasana. If you are ready to come out of this pose, you can just gently bring whatever you have, props, gently bring yourself onto a side lying pose on your favorite side. Maybe it's the right side if you need more masculine energy today, or maybe it's the left side if you need a little more feminine energy. I'm going for the left since I need more yin, which is calming and gentle. And then when you're ready, just bringing yourself up slowly into your easy pose once more. Bringing your hands to heart center, bowing your head to your heart, thanking yourself for showing up to practice for you, your mind, your body, and your spirit. I leave you with this. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. Ram Dass. Bringing your hands in Anjali Mudra to that third eye, your seat of intuition. The light in me bows to the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thanks everyone for joining. Breathe, lead, succeed.